Hey everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. So, let me ask you something. Is your child also mugging up lessons all night? Are you tired of that one big question after 10th grade, science or commerce? Well, you need to listen up, because India's entire education system is about to get a massive overhaul. And this revolution has a name: the National Education Policy 2020.
I mean, we've all been through this phase, haven't we? School, tuition, tests, and just one single tension: marks, marks, and more marks. Our 34-year-old system was basically a pressure cooker, where dreams didn't cook, only ranks did. So look, here's what the problem was. The old system was a rattamar machine, a rote learning machine. The better you are at memorizing, the better your marks. Who cares about understanding? Just learn it by heart. And on top of that, the moment you chose science, commerce, or arts after 10th grade, you were locked in a stream prison. A physics student couldn't study history, and an art student couldn't touch math. The system was turning us into robots, not human beings. But now, the whole picture is changing. The 34-year-old policy is being replaced by NEP 2020. And this isn't some small minor tweak. This is Education 2.0. So let's dive in and see what's so special about it. Okay, the biggest change is happening at the school level. The old 10 plus 2 system is gone. Now we have 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. The most amazing part of this is the first step, the foundational stage. This means from ages 3 to 8, kids will learn only through play. No heavy books, no pressure to hold a pencil perfectly. We're finally letting childhood be childhood. And you know what? As kids get older, the freedom just gets bigger. In the secondary stage, from grades 9 to 12, there are no more streams. A student can now study physics along with music or history with coding. Starting from class 6, they'll get to learn vocational skills like carpentry or pottery. Even the pressure of board exams will be reduced. They're going to be made low stakes. The report card is also getting a 360-degree makeover, where along with marks, your skills will be graded, and even your teachers and friends will assess you. All right, let's talk about college now. The biggest game changer here is ME. That stands for multiple entry/multiple exit. So if you ever had to leave your studies midway because of family problems or financial issues, your years won't be wasted. You won't be called a dropout anymore. So how does this system actually work? It's pretty simple. If you leave college after 1 year, you get a certificate. After 2 years, you get a diploma. 3 years gets you a bachelor's degree. And if you complete all 4 years, you get a bachelor's with research. Not a single year of your effort goes to waste. And the engine that powers this MEE system is the Academic Bank of Credit, or ABC. Think of it like a digital locker. For every course or subject you study, its credits get deposited into this bank. You can even collect credits from different colleges to complete your degree. Just imagine the kind of flexibility that gives you. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds amazing on paper. It's a beautiful dream, but it's been 5 years since this policy was announced. So the real question is, how much of it has actually moved from paper to the ground? Let's do a reality check. First up, a huge success story that's bringing a digital revolution. Every student is being given a One Nation, One Student ID called Aadhaar. It's basically the Aadhaar of education for a student. And so far, more than 1.6 crore of these IDs have already been created. This is the very ID that powers the Academic Bank of Credit. And that's not all. In higher education, over 150 universities have already adopted the 4-year degree and the MME system. On a global level, top foreign universities have opened campuses right here in India. Even courses like engineering and MBBS have started in regional languages. And at the school level, the framework for play-based learning for young kids has been launched. So yeah, things are definitely moving forward and fast. But, and there's always a but, right? Let's flip the coin. For such a massive change, what's the one thing you need the most? Money. And this is where we see the policy's biggest weakness. The policy's target is to spend 6% of our GDP on education. And this target isn't new. It's been around since 1968. But in reality, we're still stuck at around 3.5%. With such low funding, how can the dream of new teachers and modern labs ever come true? And besides funding, there are 3 other huge mountains to climb. First, teacher training. Retraining lakhs of teachers to shift from a rote learning mindset to activity-based teaching is a massive challenge. Second, politics.
Some states are opposing this policy, which is slowing down progress. And third, the digital divide. Any student without a smartphone or internet is going to get left behind in this race.
So, does this mean we should just give up? Absolutely not. Any government policy remains just a piece of paper until the citizens make it their own. The success of NEP 2020 depends more on us than on the government. Now it's your turn.
For this to work, we all have to change our roles. We need to go from being a critic to a partner. Parents have to stop being the enforcer who says, you must get 90%, and become the facilitator who asks, what new thing did you learn today? Students have to go from being passive receivers to active explorers. And all of us need to move beyond saying, the system is broken, and start asking, how can I contribute?
Okay, parents, listen up. Here are some simple things you can start doing right now. Instead of asking, what marks did you get? Ask, did you have fun at school? What did you learn today? Encourage their curiosity, don't force streams on them, and please let your young kids play. Drop the obsession with making them memorize the ABCs.
And students, this is your future we're talking about. You need to demand your rights. Ask your teachers questions that start with why and how. Use the flexibility you're being given to study the subjects you actually love. Demand that your college implements the academic bank of credit. And don't treat vocational courses as some side subject. Take them seriously.
So what about the rest of us? What can ordinary citizens do? Well, if you're a professional, offer internships to students. You can register on the Vijanjali portal to mentor at a nearby government school. And most importantly, let's start respecting skilled professions. A skilled plumber deserves just as much respect as an engineer.
So let's be very clear about what we should not be doing. Don't look for the old shortcuts or jugads in this new system. Don't resist this change without understanding it. Stop calling skill-based work small work. And don't just sit and wait for the government to do everything. We have to create the demand.
Friends, remember this. NEP 2020 isn't just a government document. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to all of us, as citizens, to come and be partners in shaping the next generation of our country.
So I'll leave you with one final question. The policy is here, the system is changing, but are we, you and I, ready to change our own mindset?
Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what's the one thing about NEP 2020 that you liked the most. Please share this explainer with every parent, teacher, and student you know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Jai Hind.